So this is a video to show how I'm having a lot of trouble reordering supply parts for this machine, which I received from the eBay purchase. This is the setup that I received, a whole bunch of these whenever I ordered the machine. And I'm going to first show that these work in the machine. The machine is not, defective with these parts. It's just that I can't use these parts. I can't use the little plastic backings for my purposes because the people that I'm selling them to don't want those because they're really cheap, not good quality. So let me just show that it is working with these parts that came with the machine. So there we go. So that's a whole button that was made with the cheap plastic parts that I received with the machine. But like I said, I can't use these because I can't resell them for my purposes. The musicians that I sell to don't want the plastic parts. They're totally not useful to me at all. So I reordered from two different companies. The first one were these from a company called You Make Buttons, and these are, again, I ordered what they call the standard American 1-inch because they're an American company, and these are what they're selling as 1-inch button parts. So they're a little bit shinier. They seem to be a little bit thicker in the middle, but they're 1-inch. And these are the metal collets and spring pins that I need for my purpose. Again, I couldn't see in the actual advertisement that these are the backings that are included, or else I never would have purchased the machine because I have no use for those at all. These are what I need. This is what I thought I was getting, and this is absolutely what I need. So I reordered these immediately. Unfortunately ordered a big bag of them and got them and realized that they don't actually work with the machine. These are, like I said, the standard American 1-inch button supplies that I ordered from an American company, and they don't work with this machine. This is the part where it always goes wrong. They just don't line up, and it comes out like this. Being that it seems that, I don't know, something's a different size somewhere inside. So, I contacted the seller of this machine saying that something was wrong, and so they'd never had this problem before, so I thought maybe it was the parts. So I reordered from a different company. These parts that I ordered the big bag of are from youmakebuttons.com. So I ordered some samples from buttonmakers.com, and I do have receipts from both different distributors, both American companies, both selling 1-inch buttons. And basically what I got from Button Makers is identical to what I got from the first company, You Make Buttons. So they sent me these samples, and it's the same thing. It's the metal backings that I need because, again, I can't use the plastic ones at all. And they're exactly the same, exactly like they're the 1-inch buttons, but they just seem to be slightly thicker in the middle than the ones that I received with the machine. And I'll just illustrate again that these don't work. Interestingly, if you use this metal collet, the back, on the shells of the buttons that I received from the eBay purchase, it does actually work. So I've just sort of been making do with that. But unfortunately, when I run out of parts, I can't find any place that sells these shells that came with the machine other than the eBay seller, who I'm not really willing to repurchase from because obviously I wasn't satisfied with the purchase the first time. So I'm just going to illustrate that again. These are the samples that were sent to me from the second American distributor, and they are the 1-inch American buttons. And they don't work. It always comes out rough around the edges. Pieces are not tucked in all the way. They're just not sufficient. This one actually worked better than most, and you can see that it isn't even, it's not tucked in all the way. So I was trying to do research because I really honestly didn't know if it was the machine or if it was the parts, and that's why I ordered from two different suppliers that don't know each other. I found them totally separately, different websites in different states in America, and they sent me the exact same thing, which are the standard 1-inch American buttons. And when I wrote to the separate companies telling them that I was having a problem, they both asked what brand machine I was using, and of course I didn't know because this machine doesn't have any brand name on it anywhere. There's no markings or anything stating what brand the machine is. And finally someone was able to sort of give me a clue and said, you know, look at this website and tell us if it's this particular machine. And this is the website that I was directed to. I know it's difficult to see, but it is the exact machine that I received from the eBay purchase. And this is the one that says that it uses metric parts. Now that I don't know, and I can't measure it because I don't have anything that measures metrically. All I have are American standard tape measures. And, you know, it obviously is clear that someone else had a problem with that before, because it was reported to this company that they can't repair it. They don't sell parts for it. This is just a list of the machines that they do and don't have parts for. This is buttonmakers.net, their button compatibility gallery. And as you can see, my machine is identical to the machine in the picture. And everything's the same on the side. It's exactly the same as the one in the picture. But it does state that obviously other customers have had issues with this before because it's up on their wall of shame, sort of. So again, I don't know if it uses metric parts. This was the first I heard of it, but it would make sense that that's why the American parts that I'm purchasing don't work in it. But you know, it looks almost like this machine, except that there's no name brand stamped on it, which is exactly the description of the machine that I received. And yeah, so hopefully this video is sufficient to show that I'm having a lot of problems with this machine. Once I run out of parts, which will be very soon, I actually only have a few hundred left, and I'll be using those soon. Once I run out of the parts that came with the machine, I'm not going to have any, and I can't really reorder them. I've tried different distributors, and I kind of have a feeling that if I can keep ordering them all I want from American distributors, and they're never going to fit, because I'm getting the same thing from every website that I purchase from. So if you have any other questions, please contact me. Thank you very much. Goodbye.